Hola! It's been, no, it's not been a while. I just made a video last week, so it's not been a while. But I got a very exciting things to talk about. It's a foundation, a new foundation that I purchased. And after the whole quest of finding the new foundation for myself, I have got a few products that I can talk to you girls about. Okay, so my usual foundation, if you girls ever watch my foundation routine videos, I think you will know that my usual foundation is a Studio Sculpt from MAC. And I usually use the NC40, and that's my usual color anyway. But last year I went back to my country for a while, I think about 7 months. So I'm thinking to myself that my skin gonna get darker because it's a lot hotter out there and a lot of sun. So I thought, oh yeah, I'm gonna get darker, so I'm gonna go for one shade darker. So I went for NC42. Back home it was alright, you know, the color was alright, no problem whatsoever. But then I got back here in last year August, start of the winter, not a lot of sun. So didn't notice as much, but then throughout the winter up to December, I can see the foundation color doesn't match my skin anymore. So, like too orangey, you can see it's sitting on top of my skin. It darkened my skin by a couple of hours. I put it on even with a powder, so it doesn't help. It has been bothering me a lot, but I really don't have time to go and find the right foundation again because I has been really busy with the uni. So I finished all my study stuff last week or so. I thought, oh, I got a little bit of time, so I'm going to go and find my new foundation. So by flicking through the magazine, and I found this new foundation from Lancome. It's called Teint Idole 24 hours. It's their new foundation which lasts 24 hours. You don't need no retouching and not even a primer. So it sounds really good, and I was really excited to try it. In their advert, I think it said 18 colors. So I was like, 18 color, there must be a color that suits my skin. Hello. So yeah, I approached one of the rep in the boots. Not to mention, she doesn't know what she's talking about. No idea. Doesn't have a clue about matching a foundation. Well, anyway, so I have to help myself trying to match the color the closest to my skin tone. So I requested for a few samples. This is what you can do. Before you buy something from any big brands, you can request for sample. You don't need to go ahead and buy it because you can try it. They will give you about 7 days sample, like so. They'll give it to you. You can try it at home. If you like it, you can go ahead and purchase a full size. You don't like it, you just chuck it in a bin. So I requested for the number is 045 in Teint Idole 24 hours, and also in Teint Miracles 04. So they gave me two. Right, so I put it on my face and I was like, oh my god, I love the finish. The finish is like your skin is airbrushed, all the scars, all the imperfection on your face gone. You don't even need the primer. Right, but the disappointing thing is the color doesn't match at all. Not for my Asian skin, not for my yellow based skin tone, doesn't match, right? So this is the two colors that I have. The first color, this is a Teint Idole Ultra in 045, and the top one is the 040 in Teint Miracle. You might probably can't see, but you can see it's definitely not my color. Right, but anyway, I did give it a try, put it on my face one day, and I was like, oh my god, what a shame. I loved the finish, but then the color is not working, so give up the idea. And I went ahead to MAC because this is the usual brand that I use, so I went ahead and try out a few samples, a few things they suggested me. The rep from the MAC, she actually wanted me to stick to the sculpt, but then I told her it's start getting a little bit heavy for my skin and I want to try something new. So she suggested me 3 different foundation. The number one is the Select foundation in NC40, and another one is in Mineralize foundation in the NC40 as well. And then I purchased this one already, the Pro Longwear in NC40. So I have used mineralize before, so if you girls, I think most of you girls might probably try mineralize, which is really good for skin. It's light, it have a light reflective particles in it, so give you really lovely glow. And for the select, I have never tried it, and this is the first time ever I try it. And it is the water-based foundation, so if you're somebody who have acne and who try to look after your skin but still want to wear the foundation, this is very good. You can give it a try. But this is a consistency, right? So can't really see it. Look, that is the consistency. Very watery, but still it's really good. So I was really excited when I look in a pot, and I was like, oh, that's really nice consistency. But then put it on, right, the color blends out nicely, right? But when you put it on your face, it gives you a really bad white cast. This is without taking a picture with the flash. Just in a normal daylight, you can see there's a white layer on your skin, which is not very attractive. So I was really disappointed. I have that on this morning, and I took it off so that I can show you girls the foundation that I purchased, which is a Pro Longwear. So I want to put it on and show you how it looks like. And to be honest with you, I'm liking it. I really like the fact that it's long wearing. It is a matte finish, so if you're after somebody who like glowy finish, this is not for you. Alright, I have an oily T-zone and a combination on my cheeks, and I have a few scars to cover up. Okay, so Pro Longwear, if you want to have the details, check on their website. This foundation will last you 15 hours, but it's only come with SPF 10. So if you are intended of using it in the summer, you might probably want to think about putting a sunscreen underneath, right? So I'll go ahead and apply it, and I'll let you see. Okay, there are 3 tools that I normally use. I don't use my hands to put on foundation. I don't like it because I don't know what my hands been touching the whole day. Even though after I wash it, I don't feel like it's hygienic enough to do that. So these are 3 tools I usually use to put on my foundation. I don't use sponges either. I feel like the sponge just soak up my product and just, I don't know, waste of my product, so I don't like it. Right, so this is a stipple blush. It is from Ruby & Mill, and I purchased this long time ago. I used to use it with the Studio Fix Fluid. This is very good. And another one is the ELF Angle Foundation brush. You can see it's the angle. It's a synthetic brush, so it's really good. This I usually use it with my Studio Sculpt foundation. It's really good. And this one is the ELF powder brush. A lot of you will know about this brush because this is one of the best brush ever, right? You can use it for founder, you can use it for a lot of applications. You can even use it for bronzer, you name it, you can use it. But this is the brush that I use to put on my foundation because I like to dab it and then swirl. This is my favorite brush. So this is what I will use to put on this foundation today. So let's have a look. I'll put maybe about 2 pumps on my hands. If I need it, I'll put it more. Try to warm it up a little bit. Right? And then I'll put dots on my face. Concentrate on my cheeks. Don't worry about where you put your dots on. You can just always top it up. I don't put a lot on my forehead because this is a matte finish foundation, so you don't really want a natural matte face. I look silly, don't I? Never mind. So I'm gonna go ahead and use my brush to dab the foundation in, like so. You might notice I'm not buffing it in yet. I'm trying to spread the foundation evenly by stippling it. This is one thing that's really good about using a flat top brush. Just make sure it's the product spread out easily on your and evenly on your face. I'm gonna go ahead and do my forehead. buff it in a little bit. You don't even have to buff a lot with this foundation. The thing is, it's just, I don't know, it's just the finish is so even that you don't really have to do it. So I still have a few extras, so I'm going to use that to cover the scars on my cheeks. Just dab it. Because you're using the dabbing motion, you don't feel like you're trying to cake on your foundation a lot. Right? I'm going to use this brush just to show you how it can be, because I want this sort of brush. So I'll do this side. Right, that's it. So it's all done. Usually I will use a powder to set my foundation, but because this foundation is really matte, I don't feel the need to use the powder. So what I do is I use a puff like this one, a puffy puff pressed in the foundation so that it sits nicely, like so. So anything that is sitting on your skin, it has been taken away by this puff, right? Make sure you keep this very hygienic. It's very important. So I'll use that, and then when I think I'm happy with how it's going, I'll just use the fixed spots to set the foundation. That's it. I skip the whole steps of having a powder on my skin. You don't really need it. You can really see that it is a matte finish. It looks a little bit white because of my lighting, but in the outside wall, like my face, I'm happy with it, so I like it. Right, so that is the new foundation. I still have a few stuff. Oh yeah, if you like a glowy type foundation and you still want to try the prolong way, you know what you can do? If any of you have the MAC Last Drop, you can mix them two together, right? That is being suggested by the MAC counter that I can do that as well. Just 2 pumps, maybe 1 or 2 drops of a Last Drop, mix it up, put on your face, use the brush. That's it, you're off to go, and you will still have a glowy face. So yeah, this is the new foundation. I think you girls will like it. Just give it a try. I love it, and I still have another videos about the collection 2000 mascaras. So if you're interested, keep on checking. Thank you so much. Bye now.